Vice President, we really enjoy your words. I would like now to ask, Monsieur Wale Tinubu, the CEO of Oando, to come and have a word of thanks for the Vice President. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the Vice President of Nigeria, Architect Namadi Sambo, Grand Commander of the Order of Nigeria. I must say that this is one of the most exhaustive economic treatises that has been slotted into a speech from a political perspective. I must say that I don't really think I'm going to spend quite a bit of time selling Nigeria as I normally do in the business opportunities which we get globally, because we do raise a lot of money in international markets. But I haven't heard something as comprehensive as what we have heard today. And I must thank the Vice President for taking the time out to explain all the great things Nigeria has to offer, the great opportunities we have, and the enabling environment which the government has aggressively pursued to ensure that commerce can flow after diplomacy has been completed. Your Excellencies, the governors from Lagos here present, governors from Nigeria here present, we do have, I'm so sorry, unfortunately, I'm a Lagosian, so I get partial to Lagos occasionally, so forgive me. Governor Mechi is here, Governor Musin is here, Governor Dakwambo is here, Governor Jang is here, Governor Yuguda is here, and the hall has been filling up quite immensely. As you can see, the very, very few opportunities we've had, and oh, the Governor of Akwa Ibom is here as well too. I'm so sorry, yes. Oh, the Governor of Abia is here as well, so I'm sorry. Exactly. The gathering is quite an intimidating gathering, so I was spending too much time thinking about what I was going to say, so I wasn't able to capture. We thank you very much for being here. It's a wonderful experience. And when Chief Ojo Madueke, who is the Canadian ambassador, the Canadian High Commissioner from Nigeria here, when he did mention that there has never been a federal government delegation that has ever had this support from the governors here present, I actually thought it was a joke. But in reality, I have been on many of these things, and there's no doubt that the essence and the number of governors who have shown up today just shows how serious Canada is an investment partner for Nigeria. So I do thank the governors for making this trip. Honorable ministers here present, there's the Minister of Trade for Canada and then the Minister representing the Secretary of State for Canada. Our ministers here present, Minister of Trade and Industry and the Minister of Foreign Affairs. I must say that these are two extremely fine gentlemen that I must thank specially. And I thank them specially for taking the cause of driving Nigerian business potentials out there almost like a religion. I mean, you heard the two prayers we had today, both the Christian and the Muslim, thus describing the circular state of Nigeria. And these gentlemen do so much in terms of, A, helping the business community, solving our problems, supporting us, taking us abroad, and making life very, very easy for us to follow on through with our commercial attributes. Now, at the end of the day, if you do not have your government behind you, it's extremely impossible for you to achieve success in other countries. And these gentlemen have ensured that the lives of the Nigerian business community abroad has certainly been changed by their support and their efforts. I thank them. I am senators here present, ministers, House of Reps here present. I also take the opportunity of thanking the chairman of the People's Democratic Party, who, in addition to being an ex-governor himself and and he's actually truly one of our own because he really is a very astute businessman. And I think his true calling really is business. We only lent him to the political sector for a few months. He will soon come back and join us. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I also take the opportunity of thanking the Canadian Council of Africa and the CEO, Lucien Bradet, for all the help that we've received in putting this august conference together for us, to give us an opportunity to interact with the Canadian business community and truly secure some long-term partnerships. There's no doubt that Nigeria is very similar. Nigeria's got a vast population, multi-ethnic, just like Canada is multi-ethnic as well too. We speak different languages in Nigeria, just like they do in Canada. But it's a federal structure similar to Canada, which is in which resources get shared. So the oil gets produced in Nigeria in the south. The rest of Nigeria benefits from that oil in revenue sharing. And the same thing applies as well too in terms of in Canada where the oil is produced, royalties, minerals are produced, royalties are earned, and royalties are shared. There's a liberal democracy here. It's multilingual. And I think that one of the key things that we have benefited from, and we continue to benefit from, is clearly the fact that the economies are similar from a commercial perspective. Nigeria is oil-driven, and Canada also has vast natural resources. I think the experiences which they have been through in developing this country we will benefit from in Nigeria, because our challenges are primarily infrastructural, and they've got excellent companies like Bombardier, who do railways, who do aviation. They have an extensive power system here across the very vast land area, which is very similar to Nigeria. And I know that the power system, our power challenges in Nigeria have been the pet project, really, more than the pet project, official as well as unofficial project, because there's no doubt with the gusto he has approached the challenges with for the Vice President of Nigeria. And certainly we've seen Manitoba Hydro as #1 in terms of the first contract to be signed for managing the transmission system. I think that it's quite clear that we will look forward to the opportunity. We as a company, for example, Oando, haven't built a large downstream business, a large midstream business. Our Canadian experience has been one where we have sought to list our business in an international exchange, raise capital for expansion of our upstream business, which is the drilling and the export of oil, and we chose Canada for all of those reasons. So I do thank everybody for making it here. Most of all, I thank the government delegation for supporting us and making this possible, and I trust that we can only but look forward to a supreme, interactive, a first-class relationship between Nigeria and Canada in years to come as a result of the efforts of our government in making this possible. Thank you very much. Thank you.